Imagine this. You've spent years complaining about how stuck you are in life, when all you really need to change are 3 days. Yes, 72 hours. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the truth. You've been lied to. They told you that you would need months of hard work, a magic guru, or countless self-help books to fix your life. All of that is nonsense. You don't need more information, you need action. Now, here's the most surprising part. When I stopped overthinking and made real changes in just 3 days, it was like waking up from a coma. The life you want is not out of reach, it's just waiting for you to take it seriously. So, ask yourself, are you ready to stop being your own excuse? Deep message. Most people will waste their entire lives waiting for the right moment to change. But what if the right moment is now? You don't need to be stuck in this endless cycle of frustration and regret. 3 days can change everything if you're willing to embrace discomfort, abandon your excuses, and truly commit. The world doesn't owe you time, you owe it to yourself. Habit 1. Set daily priorities and follow them. Most people spend their days like headless chickens, busy but not productive. You wake up, check your phone, respond to messages, and spend the rest of the day reacting to whatever comes up. By the end, you're exhausted, but what have you really achieved? Probably nothing that advances your life goals. This happens because you haven't set clear priorities. Personal experience. I used to start my mornings with whatever popped up in my inbox, and it felt like I was working hard all day, but looking back, I had made no real progress toward my goals. It was like running on a treadmill. I was moving but getting nowhere. Everything changed when I started setting 3 non-negotiable daily priorities that had to be done no matter what. Application. Every morning or the night before, decide on the 3 main things you need to accomplish. These aren't if I have time tasks, but those that, if completed, will make the day a success. Everything else is just noise. Start your day with your number 1 priority. Don't check your phone, respond to emails, or even think about opening social media until this task is done. The satisfaction of completing it will propel you through the rest of the day. The real reason most people don't progress in life is that they confuse movement with progress. Being busy makes them feel productive, but it's a trap. When you set your priorities, you stop letting external distractions dictate your life and start controlling it. This habit forces you to eliminate the superfluous, stop making excuses, and take responsibility for how you spend your time. If you can master your day, you can master your life. The question is, are you willing to stop living on autopilot and start choosing your direction with purpose? When you set clear daily priorities and follow them, something incredible happens. You gain a sense of control that most people never experience. You stop feeling overwhelmed by 1,000 little tasks pulling you in different directions and start commanding your time. That's when true progress happens. Habit 2. Declutter your space. The physical environment around you directly reflects your mental state. If your space is cluttered, your mind probably is too. Many people underestimate the impact that a disorganized room, desk, or house has on their productivity, mood, and even mental clarity. Decluttering isn't just about organizing things, but about creating an environment that promotes calm, focus, and creativity. In other words, by cleaning your space, you also clear your mind. My personal experience. I used to believe that my disorganized environment didn't affect me. I told myself it was an organized mess, that I knew where everything was. But deep down, I felt the weight of the disorder. There was always a persistent sense of stress in the back of my mind. Only when I forced myself to clean everything, desk, closet, and even my digital files, did I notice the change. Suddenly, I could breathe more easily, my mind felt lighter, and I felt more focused and less distracted. Every time I walked into that clean space, it was like starting anew. The clutter was a constant mental burden I wasn't even aware of until it was gone. Why is letting go important? Clutter is a form of visual noise that demands your attention, even if you're not actively thinking about it. A disorganized environment can cause decision fatigue, stress, and a feeling of overwhelm. Whether it's a pile of clothes on the floor, papers scattered across the desk, or a fridge full of expired food, each piece of clutter is something your brain has to process. Here's the controversial part. People keep clutter because it's a kind of crutch. We tell ourselves we might need that old shirt, those unused gadgets, or that stack of magazines from 3 years ago. But the truth is, clutter is often tied to emotional baggage. We hold on to things out of fear that we might need them someday, or fear of letting go of the past. By letting go, you're not just cleaning your space, you're making a statement. You're ready to free yourself from what no longer serves you. You're making room, both physically and mentally, for what's to come. How to apply? Start small. You don't need to clean the entire house at once. Choose a place where you spend a lot of time, like your desk or your bedroom. Set aside 15 to 30 minutes and get rid of everything that doesn't add value to your life. Ask yourself, do I use this regularly? Does it bring me joy? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. And here's the key point. Don't just hide everything in a drawer or closet. Truly let it go. Donate, recycle, or throw it away. After organizing your physical space, turn to your digital space. Your desktop, email inbox, and phone are probably full of digital clutter. Files you don't need, apps you don't use, emails you'll never read. Apply the same approach. Eliminate the unnecessary and organize the rest functionally. The deep message: when you organize your space, you send a powerful message to yourself. You are in control of your environment and, by extension, your life. It's not just about having a tidy room. It's about creating a space that aligns with your goals, values, and the person you want to become. It's about eliminating distractions, both physical and mental, that prevent you from fully living in the present. Clutter isn't just stuff. It's often tied to attachment to the past or fear of the future. Organizing is a process of letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly matters. It's a habit that might seem small, but it makes a huge difference in how you feel and function daily. The clearer your space, the clearer your thinking will be. And with a clear mind, you'll find it easier to focus, create, and move forward with purpose. Remember, your environment either empowers you or drains you. Which will it be? Are you ready to let go of the clutter and give yourself the space you need to thrive? Habit number 3. Journal every morning. There's something almost magical about putting your thoughts on paper first thing in the morning. It's like giving your mind a chance to empty out, to sort through all the jumbled thoughts that usually go unattended. Writing in the morning isn't about perfect grammar or creating something poetic. It's about releasing everything that's swirling in your mind. It can be as simple as asking yourself, what am I thinking, or what's bothering me? The truth is, most people never take the time to reflect on their thoughts. They wake up and dive straight into the chaos of the day, responding to emails, social media, or the demands of others, which leaves them disconnected from themselves. But the habit of journaling allows you to start your day on your own terms, with clarity, intention, and focus. My personal experience: for a long time, I didn't see the point in keeping a journal. I thought it was something only for people who overthink or are really deep. And honestly, I thought I didn't have time for it. But I reached a point in my life where it felt like I was always reacting to problems, to stress, to other people's opinions. I didn't control my thoughts or emotions. One morning, I decided to give it a try. I grabbed a notebook and started writing whatever came to mind. At first, it felt pointless, but within a few minutes, I noticed something strange. Thoughts that had been tangled in my mind for weeks suddenly became much clearer on paper. It was like I could see the patterns in my thinking, the same fears, anxieties, and frustrations repeating over and over. The more I wrote, the more I understood what was really bothering me and, more importantly, what I needed to do about it. Writing became my mental reset. Every morning, I would sit down with my thoughts, and by the time I finished, I already had a plan of action for the day. That mental fog that clouded my mornings disappeared. Why does writing work? Writing in the morning helps you connect with yourself before the noise of the day takes over. It's like having an intimate conversation with your mind, forcing you to slow down, observe your feelings, and clarify what's important. Moreover, writing allows you to identify negative thought patterns. By putting your thoughts on paper, you see them for what they really are, often irrational or exaggerated worries that don't carry much weight. It offers perspective. Instead of letting your emotions dominate the day, you can process them in a controlled manner right from the start. Another benefit is that writing helps set the tone for your day. It can be used as a tool to set goals, make affirmations, or simply express gratitude. It gives you a sense of purpose and direction before facing the world. How to apply? The best part is that there is no right or wrong way to write. It can be in the form of bullet points, loose sentences, random thoughts, or even doodles, anything that helps you get things out of your head and onto paper. Some days you will have a lot to say, others just a few lines, and that's okay. Start by setting aside 5 to 10 minutes every morning. Grab a notebook or use the Notes app on your phone and start writing. Ask yourself things like, what am I feeling today? What's stressing me out? What are my top goals for the day? Or what am I grateful for right now? The important thing is to let your thoughts flow. Don't overthink it, just write. Over time, you will notice patterns in your thinking and start to understand yourself on a deeper level. The deep message: writing is like holding a mirror to your mind. It forces you to confront your thoughts, emotions, and even your excuses. It's raw, honest, and sometimes uncomfortable. But it is precisely in this discomfort that growth occurs. Most people avoid self-reflection because they are afraid of what they will find. They prefer to distract themselves with tasks, social media, or other people's problems rather than face their own. But here's the truth: you can't change your life until you face yourself. Writing every morning is a powerful way to do this. It's a chance to clear your mind, get to know yourself better, and start each day with intention. It's not about writing perfect entries or making your life sound more exciting than it is. It's about being brutally honest with yourself and, from that honesty, creating real change. If you want to control your emotions, if you want to stop just reacting to life and start truly living it, start writing. The most important conversation you will have is with yourself. Ready to start listening? Habit 4. Exercise daily. We all know that exercise is beneficial, but let's be honest, most people don't do it regularly. And why? Because they see it as a chore, something they should do but prefer to avoid. However, daily exercise is not just about gaining muscles or losing weight. It's also a workout for the mind as much as for the body. The benefits of moving daily go far beyond physical health. They increase your focus, improve your mood, and teach discipline. It's the foundation for a strong mind and body. My personal experience: there was a time when I only exercised occasionally, when I felt like it. I told myself I was too busy most days to work out, but the truth was I lacked discipline. My energy levels were inconsistent, I felt sluggish, and my mood fluctuated with my stress or fatigue level. I didn't see the big picture of how daily movement could become a key habit impacting all other areas of my life. One day, I decided to change. I started small, committing to just 10 to 15 minutes of exercise a day. It didn't have to be intense, just something to move my body. At first, it was hard to maintain consistency, but I kept at it. After about 2 weeks, I noticed a change, not just physically. I felt more energized, focused, and more in control of my mood. This daily movement became a non-negotiable part of my routine, and over time, it got easier. Now, it's one of the first things I do every morning, and it sets the tone for my entire day. Why is daily exercise important? Daily exercise does more than improve your physical health. It transforms your mindset. It's a way to develop mental strength. Every time you push yourself to move, even when you don't feel like it, you are training your mind to resist excuses. You're proving to yourself that you can control your body and your life. Exercise releases endorphins, known as feel-good chemicals. They naturally elevate your mood, reduce stress, and improve mental clarity. It's no coincidence that some of the most successful and disciplined people make exercise a fundamental part of their daily routine. It's not just about aesthetics, but maintaining mental resilience and emotional balance. Now, the controversial part: if you're not making time to move your body, you're neglecting your most important asset, your health. Excuses like "I'm too busy" or "I don't have the energy" are just that, excuses. Everyone is busy, everyone feels tired, but if you can't find time to prioritize your body, how do you expect to be fully present in other areas of your life? You can have all the goals in the world, but if your health is declining, you're sabotaging yourself. How to apply? You don't need a gym or expensive equipment to exercise every day. The secret is to start small and be consistent. Whether it's a brisk walk, bodyweight exercises, yoga, or a 10-minute HIIT routine, find something that gets your heart pumping and your body moving. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of exercise every day. Don't worry about intensity or perfection. Focus on building the habit. Over time, you can increase the duration and intensity as exercise becomes a part of your daily life. The important thing is to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Find what works for you. Some people do better at the gym, while others prefer working out at home, running, or practicing yoga. The type of exercise doesn't matter as much as the act of moving your body daily. Just start moving and don't overcomplicate it. The deep message, the discipline you build by exercising daily, spreads to all other areas of your life. When you push your body to move every day, you're teaching yourself to act, even when it's uncomfortable. This discipline reflects in how you approach your work, your relationships, and your goals. It's about cultivating a mindset that values effort, persistence, and consistency. Your body is the only place you have to live. It's your vehicle to navigate life, and if you're not taking care of it, you're making everything else in your life harder. Exercise is not just about looking good, it's about feeling good, thinking clearly, and showing up as the best version of yourself. The time you invest in your health will pay off in every other area of your life. And here's the truth: if you can't set aside 10 to 15 minutes of your day to move your body, you're lying to yourself about what's important. You'll never find time, you'll have to make time. Because when your health starts to decline, nothing else will matter. You won't care about your career, your goals, or even your relationships if your body is falling apart. Habit 5. Limit social media use to 15 minutes per day. Social media is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it connects us to the world, keeps us informed, and offers endless entertainment. On the other hand, it's a black hole for productivity, self-esteem, and focus. Let's be honest, most people waste hours scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, consuming content that brings no real benefit. Social media platforms are designed to keep you hooked, and before you know it, half your day is gone in an endless stream of distraction. Why limit social media use? If you're truly committed to transforming your life, this is a habit that will give you back time, the most precious resource you have. Imagine everything you could accomplish if you weren't glued to your phone for hours every day. Reducing social media use to just 15 minutes a day forces you to use it intentionally, rather than letting it control you. It's about freeing yourself from the constant need for validation and the trap of comparisons that social media creates. Here's a hard truth: social media is one of the biggest thieves of your mental health. Whether it's other people's highlight reels or the echo chamber of negativity, it slowly erodes your confidence, focus, and ability to be present. Limiting your online time means reclaiming your mental space and your energy for things that truly matter: your goals, relationships, and personal growth. My personal experience: there was a period when I was completely addicted to social media. I would check my phone as soon as I woke up, scrolling through my feed as if it were a morning ritual. It didn't seem like a big deal until I started noticing how exhausted and anxious I felt afterward. I compared myself to the people I followed, feeling like I wasn't achieving as much or living up to the perfect lives I saw. The constant barrage of news and opinions also increased my stress, keeping me in a constant state of anxiety without me even realizing it. One day, I decided to impose a strict limit: 15 minutes per day. At first, it was difficult. I found myself instinctively reaching for my phone whenever I was bored or had a free moment. But after a few weeks, something incredible happened. My focus improved, my mood stabilized, I stopped worrying about what strangers on the internet were doing, and I started focusing on what I wanted to achieve. It was like I had been living in a mental fog that suddenly lifted. Why does this work? Social media platforms are built to exploit our brain's dopamine system. Every like, comment, or notification releases a small dose of dopamine, making us want to come back for more. It's addictive, and the more time you spend on these platforms, the harder it is to disconnect. By limiting use to 15 minutes a day, you break this cycle. You're teaching your brain that it doesn't need constant external validation or stimuli to feel good. The truth is, 15 minutes is more than enough to catch up on the people you care about, check important updates, and maybe watch a funny video. Any time beyond that is just unnecessary consumption. When you limit your social media time, you start to realize how much time you are wasting and can redirect that time to something more meaningful. How to apply: set clear limits. Use a timer or an app to limit social media use to 15 minutes a day. It might seem extreme, but it's transformative. You'll be forced to use your time wisely, whether it's to chat with a friend, learn something new, or check the latest news. Another powerful tip is to create social media-free zones throughout your day. For example, don't use your phone in the morning when you wake up or right before bed. Instead, use that time to focus on yourself, read, write, meditate, or plan your day. You'll be amazed at how much more productive and peaceful your day becomes without starting and ending with mindless scrolling. My deep message: if left unchecked, social media can dominate your life. It creates a false sense of connection while robbing you of genuine human interaction. It distracts you from your own path, making you worry more about what others are doing. But here's the truth: no one else's journey matters as much as yours. When you limit your time on social media, you're taking control of your attention. You're no longer at the mercy of algorithms designed to hook you. You become intentional with your time, energy, and focus, which are your most valuable assets. You also start to value real connections more, face-to-face conversations, deep discussions, and moments of solitude, rather than fleeting likes and comments. Habit 6. Spend 30 minutes outdoors. We live in a world where we are more connected to screens than to nature. It's ironic because, as humans, we are biologically programmed to thrive in natural environments. Yet most people spend their days cooped up indoors, glued to their phones, computers, or TVs, rarely venturing outside. Spending just 30 minutes outdoors daily is one of the simplest yet most transformative habits you can adopt. It reconnects you with nature, clears your mind, and boosts your mental and physical health in ways you might not even realize. Why spend 30 minutes outdoors? There's a reason why walking in the park, sitting by a lake, or simply being under the sunlight feels so refreshing. Our bodies need nature. Being outside exposes you to fresh air, natural light, and the Earth's restorative energy. Studies show that even short periods outdoors can reduce stress, improve mood, boost creativity, and enhance overall well-being. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. Here's the controversial part: staying indoors all day is making you anxious, tired, and mentally drained. Think about it. How often do you actually go outside just to be outdoors? Most people don't, and that's why they feel apathetic and unmotivated. They're disconnected from the environment that could recharge their energy and clear their minds. Spending just 30 minutes outside is the antidote to this modern disconnection. My personal experience: for many years, I didn't see the point of going outside unless it was for something productive, like shopping, meeting people, or exercising. I spent hours indoors working and then relaxed by watching TV or scrolling through my phone. I didn't think I had time to simply be outdoors without a specific purpose. But as I became more conscious of my mental state, I realized something was missing. I felt disconnected, constantly anxious, and easily overwhelmed. One day, I decided to commit to spending at least 30 minutes outdoors every day, no matter the circumstances. At first, it felt strange. I didn't know what to do. Should I walk? Sit on a bench? But after a few days, something changed. The simple act of being outside, breathing fresh air, and just existing in nature calmed my mind. My stress levels dropped, and I started to feel more centered, more present. That 30-minute outdoor break became my refuge, a moment to clear my mind, recharge my energy, and return to my tasks with more clarity and focus. Why does this work? Nature has a profound impact on our minds and bodies. Spending time outdoors reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and increases serotonin, the feel-good hormone. Natural light helps regulate the circadian rhythm, improving sleep and energy levels. Fresh air oxygenates the brain, boosting cognitive function and focus. Additionally, the simple act of walking or being in an open space allows your mind to wander, which can lead to greater creativity and problem-solving. But it's not just about the physical effects. Being in nature reminds us of something deeper, that we are part of something bigger. The trees, the sky, the ground beneath our feet, they were here long before us and will continue to be here long after. This perspective puts our daily worries into context, making them seem smaller in the grand scheme of things. How to apply? You don't need to hike mountains or visit a national park to reap the benefits of being outdoors. Start small. Step outside your home or office for a 10-minute walk, sit on a park bench, or even just stand in your yard or balcony and breathe. The key is to disconnect from indoor environments and reconnect with the natural world, even if in small doses. Over time, you'll begin to look forward to these moments, and they will become a vital part of your daily routine. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day, like brushing your teeth or having lunch. Whether it's in the morning, during lunch break, or in the evening, find a time that works best for you and stick to it. Leave your phone behind or at least put it on airplane mode. This time is for you, not for checking emails or social media. If you live in a city and feel there aren't any nice places to go, don't use that as an excuse. Urban parks, green areas, or even a walk down a quiet street can offer the same benefits. The important thing is to step outside the four walls of your home or office and connect with the outside world, even if it's just for a short time. My message: spending 30 minutes outdoors isn't just a habit, it's an act of self-care and connection with the environment around you. Often, we get so caught up in our busy routines, chasing goals and being productive, that we forget to stop and enjoy the simple things. Nature teaches us to slow down, breathe, and be present. Life doesn't change by chance, it changes by choice. These habits may seem small, but they are like seeds. Plant them in your daily routine and watch them grow into something powerful. When you take control of your time, your mind, and your energy, the world begins to conspire in your favor. It's not about waiting for the right moment to start, but starting now, even if it's messy, uncomfortable, or difficult. The truth is, most people stay stuck in their comfort zone, mindlessly scrolling through social media, letting clutter fill their days, and drowning in distractions. But not you. Not anymore. You're here because you want more. You're ready to challenge yourself and unlock a better version of yourself. So start today. Step outside, put your phone aside, set your priorities, and commit to these habits as if your life depended on it. Because, in a way, it does. The life you want is on the other side of these small but powerful changes. The question is, are you ready for this transformation?